Ukraine. It's a topic that's been in the news for years, but how much do you really know about it? Today, we're going to give you the top 10 facts about the war in Ukraine, with a little bit of wit and humor thrown in for good measure. Welcome to our video on the 10 facts about the war in Ukraine. Did you know that Ukraine is the largest country entirely within Europe? Now, that's an interesting fact, but let's get into the juicy stuff. Fact 1. It all started with a revolution. In 2014, Ukraine experienced a revolution, which led to the ousting of then-President Viktor Yanukovych. This sparked the annexation of Crimea by Russia and eventually led to the ongoing conflict in eastern Ukraine. Fact 2. The war has been going on for over 7 years. Yes, you heard that right. The conflict in Ukraine has been going on for over 7 years now, making it one of the longest-lasting conflicts in Europe since World War II. Fact 3. It's not just a conflict between Ukraine and Russia. While Russia's involvement in the conflict is widely known, there are other players in the game as well. Countries like the United States, France, and Germany have all played a role in trying to broker a peace deal. Fact 4. It's not just a military conflict. The conflict in Ukraine isn't just military in nature. There's also a cyber war being fought between Russia and Ukraine, with both sides using hacking and other cyber tactics to gain an advantage. Fact 5. There have been over 13,000 casualties. Unfortunately, the conflict in Ukraine has been deadly. Since it began, over 13,000 people have been killed, and thousands more have been injured. Fact 6. It's caused a humanitarian crisis. The conflict has also caused a humanitarian crisis, with over 1.5 million people being displaced from their homes. Fact 7. There have been ceasefire agreements, but they haven't always held. Over the years, there have been multiple ceasefire agreements, but unfortunately, they haven't always held. Fighting has continued, and the conflict remains unresolved. Fact 8. It's affected Ukraine's economy. The ongoing conflict has had a major impact on Ukraine's economy, with the country's GDP shrinking by almost 20% since 2014. Fact 9. There's a lot of propaganda on both sides. Like in many conflicts, there's a lot of propaganda being spread on both sides of a conflict. It's important to take everything you hear with a grain of salt and do your own research. Fact 10. It's not just a Ukrainian problem. The conflict in Ukraine may be happening in Ukraine, but it's not just a Ukrainian problem. It's a problem for the entire world. It's important to stay informed about what's going on and to support efforts to bring peace to the region. And there you have it, folks, the top 10 facts about the war in Ukraine. We hope you learned something new and enjoyed our little bit of humor along the way. Thanks for watching.